Bolt, the heart of a champion. In the vibrant town of Speedway Springs, there was one dream that all cars shared, racing on the legendary Victory Valley track. But for one teal car named Bolt, this dream was about to become a reality. Bolt had worked tirelessly, training for this moment. He wasn't just fast, he had something more. He had heart. And today, that heart would be tested, because he was about to race against two of the toughest competitors the circuit had ever seen. There was Ace, the red car, a legendary champion who had dominated the track for years. Though he was getting older, his skill was undeniable. This race would be his final hurrah before retiring. And then there was Shadow, the black car. Fast, fierce, ruthless. Shadow didn't care how he won, as long as he crossed that finish line first. Winning at any cost was all that mattered. As Bolt lined up at the starting line, he could feel the adrenaline buzzing through his engine. His headlights glowed with excitement, and just before the race began, he looked over at Ace, who gave him a respectful nod. Bolt had always admired Ace.
This is it! I can do this!
Ready, set, go! Shadow immediately swerved, trying to take the lead with aggressive moves, blocking Bolt from passing. But Ace was calm, smooth, precise. He took the inside lane, effortlessly pulling ahead. Shadow, frustrated and desperate, tried everything, drafting, blocking, cutting corners. But no matter what he did, he couldn't get past Ace. And there was Bolt in third place watching. But he wasn't just racing, he was learning.
Ace is incredible. He's in a league of his own.
As the final lap approached, the crowd was on their feet, cheering. Ace was still leading. Shadow was right behind, and Bolt, well, he was ready to make his move. But Shadow was getting frustrated, and his moves were getting dangerous.
I'm not losing to some old car.
Shadow growled under his breath. And just like that, in a flash of aggression, Shadow made a dirty move. He swerved, crashing into Ace's side, sending the red car spinning off the track and into the grass. The crowd gasped. Ace's tires skidded wildly as his engine sputtered, struggling to move. From the stands, Luna, Ace's wife, watched in horror as her husband was stuck in the grass. Bolt saw it all. Shadow sped ahead, his tires flying in celebration. But Bolt wasn't focused on the finish line. He was focused on something more important. He saw Luna's worried eyes. He saw Ace struggling. And in that moment, Bolt's heart raced. Sure, he could win the race, but what kind of champion would he be if he left Ace behind? Without a second thought, Bolt slammed on the brakes, spun around, and raced back to help.
Come on, Ace.
His voice steady as he pushed his front bumper against Ace's back.
Bolt, what are you doing?
Ace's voice was weak, his engine sputtering.
Helping you finish your last race.
But you'll lose.
Winning isn't everything,
Bolt said, his voice full of determination. Slowly, with Bolt's help, Ace's tires found their grip and made their way back onto the track. Meanwhile, Shadow had already crossed the finish line, but the victory felt hollow. No cheers, no celebration. All eyes were on Bolt and Ace. The two cars crossed the finish line together, side by side. And then, in an explosion of emotion, the crowd erupted into the loudest cheer they had ever heard. Bolt hadn't won the race, but the love and respect of the crowd meant more to him than any trophy. Ace smiled at him, his voice filled with pride.
Kid,
He said softly.
you didn't just help me finish the race. You showed everyone what it really means to be a champion.
And as Bolt's headlights gleamed with pride, he realized something. Maybe he hadn't crossed the finish line first, but what he had won was something far greater.
The end.